Hall hands off to Davis. Davis on the run. Davis to the rim. Lays it up and in. Top of the key. Davis step back three. Davis buries it. Front of Davis. Davis blocked by Kukla. Davis into the lane. Davis teardrop lays it in.
Gage, you've been a huge standout ever since you got here last year as a freshman for the St. Cloud State men's basketball team. But I want to start from the very beginning. What got you into playing basketball? Was it always basketball, or?
I actually started out playing baseball. I played baseball until about 2nd or 3rd grade, and I say my uncle really got me into playing basketball. He pushed me towards it more than really anybody else. He coached me early on, and I say he's a big reason where I am today.
And last year was your first year as a Husky. Walking through the doors of Hollenbeck, what was your first thought of becoming a Husky?
It was a new place for me, so I just really wanted to come in and have an impact as much as I could, especially coming from so far away, just making my own name here as well.
And I think last year, people thought that was a great season. They were excited to see what you were going to do this year. I think this year you're even having a better season, broke the 1,000-point marker as a sophomore with only 49 games. So what's been working so well for you this season?
Just trying to stay positive. Coach, he really pushed me because in the beginning of the season I was struggling the first few games out in California, and he just really told me to keep my head clear and don't focus so much on how I'm playing. It'll come naturally. Just make sure I'm playing hard every play.
And then I know when you did score your 1,000-point, your mom came up to watch. How special was that for you?
That was really special. She was only able to make it to one game last year, so her being able to come up and make it to my 1,000-point game was a big thing for me. My mom was definitely my inspiration for playing basketball. I want to be able to do something for her when I'm done with basketball. So I would say she's definitely the biggest influence. I owe her a lot back.
Catch up, half a step behind there on that one. Davis for three, top of the key, burns it down.
Now, when I read your bio, it was funny because you said your favorite player to look up to was Kevin Durant, and you score a lot of baskets, he scores a lot of baskets. That has something to do with why you look up to him so much?
Yeah, definitely. He scores the ball in every type of way on the court. He shoots threes, he goes dunks, he gets layups, and he does get his team involved. So I definitely like that about his game, and I try to model my game somewhat after him.
Now, you've played on other teams before. Would you say that this is one of the closest you've been with some of your teammates?
Yeah, definitely, especially because, in college you live with your teammates, so that adds a little extra factor. Being able to see them every day after practice and after games, you get to talk about how you feel about the game. So I say that definitely impacts.
Drives in the lane, the elbow, back cut. Davis right there to lay it up and in.
And talking to Coach Reimer about you personally, he says that this team wouldn't go if you weren't on it. And I think that's a huge compliment towards you. What is your relationship like with the coaching staff?
This coach staff, I really love this coach staff. They're more of players coaches, I would say. They really care about what we have to say and about how we feel. So I'm glad to hear that he says that, and that's a big role that I'm happy to accept in this.
You were also one of the 100 Division II players picked for the Bevo Francis Award, the best Division II players in the nation. What does that mean to you? Coach
told me that that's a new award this year, so if I could be the first one to win it and bring it back to St. Cloud, that's something I hope I could do.
You've been playing basketball now your whole life. If there's one thing you've learned from playing basketball that you bring to your everyday life, what would it be? I would say just having a positive mindset, because when things don't go well on the court, you still gotta move on next play mentality, and that goes for everything in life. Things aren't always gonna go your way, so you just gotta keep your head up and keep it pushing.
The rebound and still hold that 4-point lead. Davis, left wing three, kaboom!
Knockdown.